Welcome back, Stardust. Power of love didn't cut it, huh? That's too bad. And I was hoping this could be it somehow, too. But at least you found out more about your party, didn't it? Didn't you? You had fun, didn't you? What is it all good for if they'll all forget it in the next loop? Yeah, but for once, Loop seems at a loss for words. In the meantime, though, how can I help you this wonderful new Loop? Sure, what do you want to talk about? What do you think of my family members? I don't really think about them. I try not to even see them at all. Your fighter stands here for a while every time I am before you come talk to me, doesn't he? I make sure not to look his way so he doesn't exist in my eyes. What would happen if they saw you? He might be able to see me if that's what you're asking. But I'm not going to be seen, so we'll never know. What would happen if you saw them? Something terrible. Like, plus, why would I care about them? I only care about you, Stardust. Sounds like Loop doesn't want to talk about them for some reason. You're doing so many different things. What do you need help with? About the king. A refresher, sure. The king has frozen almost the entire country of Ungrad, and you're trying to beat him and everything to go back normal. You've beaten him before, in fact. You'll beat him. You'll keep beating him, of course. You also decided that he's misunderstood or whatever. So you've started talking to him to know more about him. To freeze people in time, he's using something called timecraft. It's not something simple and do like rock or scissors craft, but a craft much more complicated and rare. It's what allowed him to free the entire country in time. In fact, it might be the same power you're using to be able to loop back in time. The time groove has long been hypothesized to be impossible to control since it probably kill anyone trying to use it. Yet both you and the king are fine. How? He's saying he's able to use timecraft thanks to the universe. The universe, the stars, things that are familiar to you but completely unknown to your friends for some reason. He's also from someplace other than Von Grad. The king's armor is covered in stars. King's armor, star pattern, I saw them, but I never really thought anything of them. Most people don't know anything about stars, do they? They sure don't. You barely do most of the time, don't. But then, how does a king remember? And why does he care about stars to the point he has them on his armor? Some place that has something to do with the stars. Maybe it might be time for you to explore the house a bit more, Stardust. The observatory! You guessed so. I know exactly where to go. I've been seeing myself in the house. Yourself? Like how? Tell Loop about how yourself walking around the house a few times. An image of yourself walking around the house. Maybe they're reflections? Remnants of your past loops? I wouldn't know. Remnants. I'll use the same word to describe the sadnesses. Could it be a sadness? Huh. You see a copy of you walking around and you assume it's a sadness? Are you sad, Stardust? I'm going ahead and said that they're linked to your loops. If they are, you might see them more and more as you loop through time. The sadnesses are different. I've noticed. They don't always appear in the floor where they should be, right? Doesn't happen before I beat the king. They didn't? Is it because you beat the king? Is it related? No theories? None. But hey, variety is the spice of life, isn't it? At the end is the thing where he said he'd tell you at the end of your journey. He mentions he wants to tell you something when you go to sleep at the clock tower. That's probably it. Well, someone interrupted him just as he was about to tell you. How unfortunate. If only those... It keeps happening. When I do the observatory, it will actually lock me out of progressing to the king, so I'll need to reset anyway. Yay! Got the crest. See if we can learn more about stars. Someone's working here studying. They look like... Bad news, good news, there's a key and a knife right here. There's a book and kaboom table. Kyle translate to colors through time. Seems an essay about color theory. I've seen one of those before. Tells you everything you want to try with it. Like stars, I think. During the night, since they're not here during the day. Those are stars, right? I remember just now. But they don't really appear at night if we left early in the morning. So it should still be light outside. There's always nighttime near the king. Maybe this is his influence. It was dark around the house yesterday, too, remember? The stars. Stars like the king's armor. Stars like the king keeps mentioning. Stars like... You should remember them. Something in you tells you you should. Every time you raise your head to look up at them, you feel like it's something you've done dozens, hundreds, thousands of times, but you can't remember any of it. You can't remember what you were even trying to see looking up at them. The king. Every time you face him, he asks you the same question. Do you remember? Remembering is not something you're very good at. There's so much you can't remember. You're a very forgetful person, after all. You can't remember basic items. You forget where you're going half the time. You barely remember people's names. You've noticed you're starting to forget whole loops. You can barely remember anything that happened before you started looping in time. You can barely remember anything that happened before. You breathe out and unclench your fists. What you can and can't remember doesn't matter much, does it? The king... Does he want you to remember something? Does he... You should go and ask the king what he wants you to remember later. Sif, you okay? Lost in thought, Sifrin? You open your eyes, smile, and shake your head. You have to keep going. Okay. I'm tempted just to jump to the king and do the fight, because I want to do the ask, because I know it's not going to be the full answer anyway. What should I remember? Every time you face him, he asks you if you remember. There's something he thinks you should know, should you remember, but... Does it really matter, Sifrin? He could just be trying to confuse you. Yeah, speaking in riddles to Friend. Stop trying to confuse him. He hasn't forgotten anything. But you have, haven't you? You try not to think about it, but... What have I forgotten? Forgotten? Oh, bright one, why? Why would you ask? Don't you know at this point what you've forgotten? Haven't you always known? Can't you see the hole it has left behind? If not, what used to fill it? Don't you feel it? Its absence. What the crap is he? All of it. You've forgotten all of it, bright one. They all have. We all have. No one can say it. No one can even remember it. It escapes us. It will keep escaping us. Oh, why don't you remember? I can tell. Everything from your accent, the way you use craft, to the stitching on your cloak and hat, to those pins you wear, you should remember. You and I, of all people standing here, should remember. Bright one, please, please. Just remember it. Say it. Make it real. Please. If you can remember, then maybe. What is happening? Is he okay? Something we've all forgotten. I haven't forgotten anything stupid. Sif? Something you've forgotten. Something everyone, even if they don't pay attention to it. The hole it is left behind, something bigger than just the stars. What you're trying to remember doesn't exist anymore, but someone might still have written proof it existed, haven't they? I think I know where? I think it's on the first floor storage room. I'm going now. Will this version of Isabeau confess? Sif, we did it. We didn't, Sif. We didn't. We stopped the king. We can finally go back to our normal lives. Isn't it great? It is. Yeah, I said... Do you remember what I said at the clock tower? You remember? You wanted to tell me something. Yes, yes. Okay. Whew. Sif, Sifferoni, Siffrin. Look. Oh, you started. Sif? Is everything okay? What? You look kind of upset. What's wrong? Nothing. What did you want to tell me? No, it doesn't matter right now. You don't look good at all. Are you hungry, maybe? I can help Bonnie too. Stars. Oh, you want to scream. You just want to scream right now. You did everything right, and he won't say it. He can't say it. The universe won't let him say it. You're not stupid. You know what it is. What he wants to tell you, you know. But it doesn't count if he doesn't say it. It doesn't exist if it's not said. In fact, you can't trust it even if he did say it, maybe it's not even true. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, and it's because you forced him to. You did, didn't you? You forced him. You're forcing him right now. Looping forwards and backwards, making sure no one can interrupt, making sure everything is perfect, making sure that you're perfect. It's because you're looping, you're forcing him, manipulating him to say it. To think it. Oh. Making sure he has to say it. Making sure he has no recourse. It's not good. It's awful. Can't feel this way about someone like you. Okay. Just breathe. Someone disgusting like you. Friend? Zifrin? Please stop gripping your hair. You're going to hurt yourself. Don't touch me. You feel a tug at your stomach. Everything okay? Yep, all good. Oh, okay. Anyway, Sif, I'm glad this is over. I can't wait to get back to my old job, you know. Make sure to say hi when you're Joe Levinke. You nod, smile fixed on your face. You got a memory of confession. You'll always remember this. When equipped, memory of confession makes your fighter immune to rock attacks. You know the script by heart now, oh Siffrin. I'm so sorry. Burnt sugar right on cue. I know you thought. Because it definitely feels like Sifrin also has a crush on Isabu, but Sifrin's also more passive and would never confess. And that is what I relate to. But also Sifrin possibly can't believe the words until he hears the words. No matter how much hints there are, Sifrin can't believe it because Sifrin doesn't believe he can be loved. Tell her that Maribel thinks of her. She thinks I'm scary? No, no, no. But wait, you said she also liked my style. You not? Oh. Oh, change. Oh, yes. Oh, wonderful. I know exactly what to do. Give me 30 seconds, Hatchet One. Yes, okay. Let's go. Can you give this to Maribel? I, hope she likes it. You got the fan mail. This package letter just really, you better give it to her before tomorrow. You put it in the mail in your pocket along with your souvenirs. Thank you. Please give it to her, please. I don't want to scare her, please. Question. Fan mail delivery. You give her the gift. Fan mail? From a stylish lady? Okay. Oh. It's from one of my classmates. Oh. Oh. That's from, a scary classmate of mine. Or at least I thought she was scary. She has a very intense look, you know. But she's gifting me a bow she made. She thought it would fit me well, and she says... Suddenly Maribel starts tearing up. She's such a nice person. I'm so glad that... Anyways, look at this bow. Isn't it pretty? She's crying, but she must not want you to mention it. You look at the bow. It's a very bright shade and seems to sparkle in the light. It would probably fit Maribel very well. It looks wonderful. It does. Boosts attack speed, recovery, covers 2% HP every turn. Kind of a dip in defense, but the HP recovery is probably gonna make up for it. Oh right, book person. Books. You know the end of the world is fine and all, but I have one regret. I won't be able to know it. Last one you've seen is 87. I will never forgive you for the emotional journey you've just given me. That's fair. Time to go back and read it. Oh, did I not? I picked the wrong dialogue option. Crap. I know how it is. What? No, that's a lie. I think you're lying to me right now. Explain the contents of the issue number 87 as best you can. What? Lord Josephine is just a guy? That's an ending better than my wildest dreams. He was just a guy. He was just a guy. He saved so many people, made the world a better place, and everyone thought it was just because of who he was, of his past, but he was just a guy. Uh-oh, tears are coming out. Before you can try and figure out how to respond, they've already taken out a lovely handkerchief and blown their nose into it. Thank you. I'm so glad I got to know this before. Here, take this. You got the first issue. You put the first issue in your pocket for oddly to equip later. Now, can you please leave? I need to lay in bed and think about this ending. It lowers the attack? Not by a whole lot, but doubles her crit chance. And oddly already feels like someone who crits more often than the rest. Hi, Stardust. Are you calling your party family members now? know that sounds really awkward, right? You're awkward. Oh, somehow this one seems to have hit home. You feel a little bad. Anyway, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? Doesn't seem like Loop has any direct hits. But I already feel like I know where I need to go. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk to someone. I wasn't blessed by the change god, she was blessed by the head house. That doesn't really make much difference. I don't know if we should have this conversation. How'd you react if she actually wasn't blessed by the change god? Huh? What do you mean? If she wasn't blessed by the change god, then I mean the change god abandoned us, right? It would mean there's no hope for Von Grod, right? Where is this coming from anyway? How would you say you said this hypothetically, right? She's really blessed by the change god, right? Von Grod will be saved, right? Ah, you get it now. Hypothetically, of course. Oh, okay. Phew. Had me worried for a second there. Oh, what a relief. You understand Mirabelle a bit better now. Call them birds. Nothing else to explore. You know of hidden rooms of the house. Hidden rooms. Oh! It's not really hidden, but you might see a bunch of holes in the walls. And rubble around them too. Honestly, we've been trying to fix those. Some are water damage, some are accidents, some are scientific explosions. But I have heard of those holes actually lead to some old blocked off hallway! I need to go through all the floors and look at all the broken holes in the wall. Given you're an idiot, because you absolutely are. You are looking for... I see. I heard people in the village say the new development for you. Yes, it happened a little while ago. I see. How are you dealing with it? I don't know why I wouldn't worry about it, so, well, I keep bumping into tables. Because of depth perception or some such, correct? Always been blind, but I've been getting used to not having depth perception might be difficult. Are you the one leading all those saviors around so you can find traps, right? Is that something you asked them to help you with? No, but it's fine. Okay. Well, if you need advice from another blind person, you know where to find me. Being half blind is the least of your problems right now. Wait, this one? The only thing I'm thinking of doing... Oh wait, there is a hole in this room. But yeah, the only other thing I'm thinking of doing is saving. Because now the objective is finding holes in walls. It might take me places. Yeah. It may not be a floor 3 thing, it may be another floor. Exhausting my options. Potentially I should be doing this on a more methodical. And if I get to a point where I'm tapping, then that will be the answer of I'm just gonna go for floor 1, do every room, check every hole. But it's most likely just gotta be the one. Hell, it can even be related to the library too, because library, I think there's a hole in the passageway from the secret library area. Sadness is have a hole in this room. Remember when I was looking at up this game, and there was something related to having a map. And it looked like there were rooms that I hadn't been to on floors before. And I don't remember which floor I saw it was. But maybe that's related to the hole. Yeah. Maybe that's part of it, because I've been looking to the back of the room, maybe it's on the side of the wall? There's a hole here hidden behind some supplies. It doesn't bring you any... Wait a second. It does bring you somewhere. Huh? Secret passage. You all enter secret passage. I would have walked into this and out of this had I not checked the other room or the wall with just some random rubble on it. Because I would have never thought to look in that gap. Somehow I feel like we're wasting our time, but I suppose we might as well see where it leads. It's a letter addressed to the writer's mother. To skim through it, sounds like someone ran away from home and had to reassure their mother they were doing okay. Drama. They ran away from home? Why would they do that? Home is where the snacks are. And also family. And also family. You've never run away from home, Bonbon. I'll have to take back that cool kid certificate from you. Anyway, people who run away from home are people who don't like their family, maybe. Sometimes parents can be meanies, and sometimes someone might decide to just leave. Oh. You can run away from home if your parents are meanies? Oh, that's what Niall did. I think. Niall? My sister. I think she told me about it once. But I wasn't listening very well because I was sleepy. Oh. Oh. No one really knows how to respond to that, huh? What did I say? Nothing at all, Bonyface. Should we look at something other than an old letter? Okay. Open the drawer, got 5 sweet tonics, 3 super sweet tonics, broth, crafted waters. What the jackpot? Give all 3 to Bonnie for safekeeping. Bookcase filled with romance novels. Romance novels and romance novels. Ew. I understand the kid's reaction, but why, madam? Don't sound so disgusted, madam. Romance novels are good. I'm just the kind of person who has decided romantic love is not very important to me, Mirabelle. You look Mirabelle way, but she only has eyes for Audley. Have you never been in love before, Madame Audley? Huh? Oh, no, of course I've been in love before. It'd be weirder if I didn't at my age. Oh. I did fall in love for the first time later than most, maybe in my 20s, and even then, it took me a while to realize what I was feeling. Oh yeah? Why is that? At the time, I genuinely didn't know you could get crushes on people you hate. Oh, Oddly had an enemies to lovers situation going on. Except for potentially never the lovers part, but enemies to infatuation part at least. Yeah, what? That's weird. Wait, huh? Is that true? Yes. Crushes can be annoying like that. My heart has been good to me though, so it hasn't happened to me in a long time. Huh? Why are you so surprised? You recommended me a romance novel that was about a bitter enemies becoming lovers. And I never understood why they would do that, and the story was just well written and interesting, and I just figured it was them being weird. But isn't there a whole genre of romance novels about enemies becoming lovers? Exactly. I thought it was a love trope that didn't have any basis in just how your heart doesn't actually beat faster when you see someone you like. Ah, poor Maribel. You arrow ace. Sweet summer child. Conversations like these are why I hope we'll stay friends for a very long time, Mira. Oh, Isabu, I'm so glad. I feel the same. Wait, no. Probably can't help having a crush on you. Poor him. He deserves better. God damn it. It's different. That is not the point. Awesome chain. Okay, no, this is different. I'm going to grab the key. Wrong book. Paper key. Maribel catches you looking at it. Oh, this one It's really recent. It's filled with notebooks. Like a tiny bit. You probably should read. Sure. We don't have time. That's what I would usually say. One page and then we're going. I'm ready again? Okay. Everyone huddles around her. Mirabelle takes a deep breath, sits straight in the middle. Okay. Mom told me to clean my room today. I hate cleaning my room. My room isn't even dirty. Why didn't she understand? Although Dad had noticed no one could say the name of the island north of here anymore. I tried to say it yesterday, but I got like the weirdest headache for hours. Might trick my friends into saying it tomorrow. The rest of the students was the little girl laughing nervously. Island north of Von Grad, I remember when it happened. Well, remember isn't the right word, is it? We all just know something happened. An entire stretch of land disappeared from people's minds. Doesn't happen often, does it? I think my village was really close to it. My sister said it was all everyone talked about for weeks. That's so frightening. I'm glad that whatever happened, she didn't get caught up in it. Oh, yeah. Still, the country's name. What was its name again? Oh, I think it was something like, don't say it. Crap. The name of this country. You try to remember. Remember. Only silence answers you. Is this what the king wants you to remember? Just remember it. Say it. Make it real. You can't say it. You don't even want to try, but... You return to Isabu. But can you try to say it anyway? But why? It's just gonna give me a head. Isabel looks at you. Something about your expression makes him reconsider. Well, sure, Sif. I'll say it. The country's name was... You know, I had it before. But now that I'm actively trying to remember it, nothing comes to mind. Huh, is that so? You're dumb, I know it. It's... What? But... Wait, huh? What's... Can't remember it either, yeah? When you asked me, answering you felt automatic, like if you asked me what 1 plus 1 makes, but trying to remember it now, it's more like calculating 72 times 89. No, that's 6,408. I have a brain and I know how to use it. What? Isabel. No, it felt more like asking me to remember my first steps. How can I remember that? I can't even remember that. How can you expect me to remember that? What a terrible analogy. But I can't seem to remember it either. When we're talking about it, I could think it clearly, but trying to remember it now, let alone say it, I can't remember the country itself either. I just remember it was an island north of Von Grad. And it had a different belief than the change belief, didn't it? Something about the sky. You know, the universe. That's right. The universe. Oh yeah. Like stars and stuff. We also know that people could remember the country clearly before. And my head is killing me. We know that trying to remember stuff makes our brain hurts. Let's stop here. It'd be bad to fight the king with a raging migraine. Yeah. Sorry we couldn't say it, Sif. You don't respond. Stars. So the king is from that country as well. And the country that no one can remember. Your country. The country you were born in, raised in, spent your entire childhood in. And yet, even now, thinking about it, what it may have looked like, you can't even imagine it. For a long time, you haven't been able to remember anything about it. You forget that it even exists half the time. Anything linked to that country has just stopped existing for you. Your childhood, your parents, your life, your language, your culture, your faith, the stars, the constellations, the universe. It's all gone, forgotten. The king, he was from there, you're sure of it. And then something happened. The country disappeared without a trace, unable to be remembered by anyone. No one can remember what made everyone forget about its very existence. But something must have, right? But if it happened, if he were so, if he's so attached to it, he asks you if you remember it every single time you see him. If he's so attached to that country, why would he be so obsessed with Von Rot then? Why would he decide to freeze it all in time? You can't figure it out quite yet, but there must be something somewhere. Something that's similar to his goal. I wonder if whatever did wipe the country from existence is potentially also going to do it to Von Grod? So King, who had lost his place, his home, his country, once viewed stopping time as a way to save Von Grod from it happening to somewhere else. What do I need to do next? Oh yeah, I don't have the key yet. I need to go down. I was just trying to avoid fighting y'all, and I was hoping you'd ignore me by the time I got out of that, but fine. I want to get to floor 3. And potentially... the door might not be a thing yet. Or at least maybe make it to the start of in front of the king again. At the very least it might have a new discussion. A new ask. Every enemy. Every enemy. Leave me alone. Oops. Yeah. Actually, no one would die if you exploded. I'm fairly confident I can kill you. Yeah, that's fine. I always forget about this one. I feel like I skipped the second floor the most. Actually, no, I feel like skipping the first floor the most now. He's 11. Smiling key. I just need to get the smiling key. At the very least, I'll get my answer for the door. If even though they can't remember it enough to say it, if it's written, would they see it? Even if you forget a lot, it's proof that you and your friends existed, proof that you were happy, proof that this moment happened, perfectly frozen in time. After the country was forgotten, the king was welcomed by Von Grad, wasn't he? Welcomed and helped and loved, to the point where he sees Von Grad as perfect. But no one knows why the country was forgotten. What's keeping Von Grad from being forgotten the exact same way? Wasn't it his duty, as thanks for welcoming him, to make sure that such a fate would never befall Von Grad? What else could he do but to make sure this perfect country was preserved in amber forever? How could he ever let go? You understand the king more than you'd like to. But still, you want to talk to him again. Okay, at the very least, even if the door thing doesn't work the way I would like it to.